Or you can try a 5-finger prayer. Praise, thanksgiving, confession, petition, and yielding. Draw from a psalm expressing your love and praise for God. Give thanks for the many blessings in your life. Confess your sins and ask for forgiveness. Ask God for help and blessing for others and yourself. And offer yourself to God and invite God to use you. And if you have somebody that asks you to pray for them, don't just say yes and then forget. Stop right there and pray for them and with them in that very moment. And then remember them in your prayers going forward. And so these are just some options and techniques. And if any of them are helpful for you, that's great. And if they're the wrong fit, toss them out and try something different. But when you pray, you praise, you confess, you ask for help, and you give thanks. And when you give thanks, you realize that life is a gift from God. This world is a gift. The air you breathe is a gift. But it's tricky because by nature, you probably complain more than you give thanks. That's accurate for me. And so this may be an area that you have to work on in giving thanks. But giving thanks isn't just an appropriate response to God. It also improves your emotional, spiritual, and physical health. There was a Benedictine monk, Brother David Steindl Rast, that puts it this way. He says it's not happiness that makes us grateful. It's gratefulness that makes us happy. Gratitude moves your attention toward happiness, focusing on your blessings and away from your complaints. One of the leaders in positive psychology, named Robert Emmons, he teaches at UC Davis. He teamed up with Mike McCullough from the University of Miami, and they studied the effects of expressing gratitude over a 10-week period. And they found that individuals that wrote 5 things they were thankful for each week were 25% happier than the people who did not add that practice into their habits. And so for Christians, giving thanks begins with God. But prayer is tricky, it's mysterious. Prayer doesn't always work out the way you had hoped or thought it would. But prayer does work in ways you never imagined. Prayer is an amazing, intimate, and essential way that you connect with God. And prayer has more to do with changing you than changing God. Henry Nouwen points out that discipleship cannot be realized without discipline. And the discipline of the Christian disciple is not to master anything, but to be mastered by the Spirit. Prayer creates space in which God can transform you into Christ's image. Prayer is a non-negotiable essential for your journey of discipleship and growth. Prayer is a practice through which you become faithful disciples whose lives are centering on Jesus Christ, through whom the love of God begins to transform the world through you. Without prayer, you can run out of steam, get sidetracked along the way. So make prayer a priority. Build it into your daily routine, the same time every day. And if you're forgetful, put it in your calendar or set a reminder.